Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to more Factorio, not 15. I'm Liz, and yeah, not just not 15. I guess this is the modded mini mega base Railworld whatever campaign of ours, right? Today we need to get this coal a little bit more robustly tapped, and I have plenty of drills on me, so let's take care of that, shall we? Also, I don't like pulling out stuff on coal because it runs our power, but I kind of want to. So we finished concrete, which is excellent, and nuclear power. You know what? I'm gonna make a diversion right now. I'm gonna make a diversion for concrete. So I need stone bricks, I need iron ore, and I need water in order to make concrete. Let's queue up the next research, which is gonna be um, engine. No, you know what? It's going to be lab efficiency, like lab speed, because you want these lab speed upgrades as soon as you can if you're going to get them. Some people are like, oh, why the fuck would you get a lab speed upgrade? I'm like, if you're going to get a lab speed upgrade, you might as well get it as soon as you're able to get it. We're going to make a slight diversion here in order to get concrete up and running. I realized early on, by the way, as well, that I probably want another little smelting array here. It doesn't need to be as big as this for bricks, because it's not always going to be here. We're going to tap this out really soon, and eventually it's going to be coming in by train, and we want it all to happen here in this array. And the thing is, if I want more iron, I could actually just build down this way as well, because I'm going to be pulling this out soon. So that's a possibility. Although I was considering putting the stations in here. I don't freaking know, guys. Concrete is going to need us some stone bricks, some iron ore, and some water. This one needs some concrete, so we can just make those on demand if necessary. Oh, waterfill. I thought that was landfill for a second. Iron ore and water. So the water is easy. That's an offshore pump. I think I actually have a spare one of those. I do, in fact, have a spare offshore pump. Iron ore, which means I just need like a miner over here on iron ore to feed it in here. I don't even need that much. What's the craft time? 10 seconds with one iron ore. Hells yeah. One miner will be more than enough for that. We can even just, split off of this if we really desperately wanted to. But one miner is all we need to take care of that. And then I need the brick. And the brick is all the way over here. The brick is also a really shitty store, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of it. But yeah, you know what? If it's over here, and it loops up this way, what do I do? How much brick does it take for each one? 5. What about a water pump? I have water pumps. Yeah, okay. That's the solution right there, right? And then we could just drop a chest full of ore and just refill the chest when we need to. I think that's the solution for me. So we are going to get ourselves some style, and we're going to build ourselves a water well. Lets you pick up water from anywhere, which is fantastic in my opinion. And then we're just going to need a chest full of iron ore. So that's, that's not like it's difficult to get or anything, is it? Psh, no. A chest full of iron ore. Pff, that's no challenge at all. Also, I'm going to sit you to start building again now that we're done on furnaces here. So then we'll build a factory just right here. Should be fine. Drop us a electric pole like so. And we're going to put our water pump into it, I guess over here will do, right? Very good. And then you're going to build us quickcrete. Just like that. That's nice and full. Very good. You're going to get your bricks off of this guy. Not there, though. You know what? You're going to get your bricks off of this guy here. That way, 2 different furnaces are supplying you. And then you're just going to need a whole bunch of ore. And I guess we're just going to need another power line down here then. So we'll put a couple of chests down. Like so. Inserter in, inserter out. We'll put a light next to this chest. We'll actually put a light right between them. You're going to get the iron in. You're going to start making us concrete. And we're going to go scoop a whole bunch of iron so that we can fill this chest with it. Because I do want the iron here. Oh, I don't know if I did this on camera, but I actually... This wasn't really necessary, but I split up the direction that these guys were going. So half of them went this way and half of them went the other way. Just to It's not, we only have 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's not necessary, but with the backup that I had and the uneven distribution of how furnaces were working over here, I just wanted to get the backlog of stuff filtered into here a little bit quicker. I could take that out now. It doesn't need to be there anymore. This isn't quite a chest full of iron, but it should be more than enough iron to build a crap ton of concrete. Because you get like 10 concrete per batch, right? Yeah, 10 concrete per batch. So that's mighty nice. Alright, so concrete is under construction now. That's good. I'm happy to have that happen because, you know, one of my priorities is to, you know, get rid of all of these shrubs in here. Because there are, like, underneath this smelting array, there's actually a lot of, like, shrubbery and crap. And some of it got deleted by just building the buildings in here. But some of it is still around, and I find it very irritating. So let's build freaking concrete over it, why don't we? Yeah, I like that idea. Anyway, we getting back to the coal, because that is what we initially started today working on. Let's put a couple lights down so we can sort of see what we're doing here, and just continue these chains out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. And yeah, that uses enough of those, so that should be fine. We could put this one over here, or we could put it here. No reason not to put it here. And we are definitely going less than 10 on all of these ones, but I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't need to like fully saturate a belt here or anything like that. We're going to combine this all anyway into probably numerous belts in the end. There we go. So now this patch is fully tapped, right? There's none there? No, this patch is fully tapped. And we can pull our belts out. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm not a fan of doing stuff like this when power is necessary. I should also probably maybe, like, you know. Okay, let's cut this as well. Okay, so coal is completely shut down. I could stick these ones onto this belt, but it's not going to buy me that much time, so we're just going to get this stuff done. Let's pull out the electric poles here. Pull out our lights. Chop this down, because it's in my way. It's irritating me. And let's lay our new electric poles out, shall we? And by lay our new electric poles out, I mean let's just start with this one and put it right there. And then just, you know, give full coverage placements for it. No like skip coverage placement. This is a full coverage placement. I love these electric poles, how they can stretch over the tops of miners and the belt in between them as well, whereas the little guys can't do that. Like, it's just fantastic is what it is. The little guys are just so annoying for building mining fields out of. And one right there. That's nice. And now the belts, you know, we got plenty of coal on the belt still, so we're okay. But yeah, let's get our yellow belts in here. Each one of these runs, they don't need any more than a yellow belt because there's not enough drills on any of these lines to saturate a yellow belt. But when they combine, that's going to be much more than one yellow belt is going to be able to carry. So we might want to expand that slightly. Now, as for the power delivery mechanism here, we are going to also get rid of these little poles, and we're going to run the big poles. Is it necessary? No, it is absolutely not necessary. There is no reason why we need to do this. This was working perfectly fine, and we're not playing with one of the mods that limits the amount of power that can go down a single power line. There are actually mods that do that. So there's no real necessary reason. I just like the idea of putting in the big poles, because I got 40 of them in my inventory, and it's only going to take a few of them to get up there. It's just befitting to me. So this extended run is going to get a big pole right here, and then it's just going to get big poles straight up until we get where we need to go. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's also going to make it more convenient actually to tie off of these big poles if I need to go out somewhere else with power. Because instead of having to put a new one down next to the little pole to get power, I could just put a new pole down wherever I need it, and it'll connect to these guys as long as it's within range. Oh, nice. You're actually literally going to get all the way up here. Holy crap, that was amazeballs. Also, what the hell did I do here? Seriously, Liz? Wow. Also, we have plenty of coal still. It's really quickly tapping one side of the coal belt, but not the other, and that's what's important here. So let's combine this coal all together. Like this. And we've only got 3 lines here. Yeah, we've only got 3 lines for this stuff. That's fine. It's no big dealio-yo. I am going to go with some fast splitters for this, though. And am I going to take 2 lines out? I might take 2 lines out. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Do I want it here? It's got to be here, right? Because this is where the other thing goes. Yeah, I do want 2 lines out. I am going to take 2 lines out. 1 line is going to go this way. 1 line is going to go down that way. So let's put our splitters in. And how do I want to split this? I mean, I could split. Do I want to do this and then do a side split? Or do I want to split both of these and then put that there? Knowing full well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to split like this. Knowing full well that this one's not actually taking a split, and then we're going to do that. Yeah, okay, there we go. We could have stagger split instead, but I'm going to do it this way just for the hell of doing it this way. Knowing full well that that's not the way you should do a 3 split necessarily, but knowing also that I could tie in another line here if I ever need to for some reason. So, firstly, we're going to run a belt down and over like so out this direction. I'm down to 9 of these belts, so how do I want to tackle that? Let's get some more. No reason why we can't just pick up some more, unless, you know, we don't have any more. That would be a reason why we can't pick up some more. Maybe I should have considered that ahead of time. So we still don't have any splitters there. We do, however, have 79 of these belts, so that should be good enough for us for now. Actually, maybe we just run yellow belts for now. You know what, we could just run yellow belts out of this for now. These don't have to be reds yet. It'll work out just fine. Remember, I am taking 2 belts out, so running these as yellows is not like it's going to sacrifice anything really right now. God damn it. Yeah, so you go this way. You know what we should do here? We should put some lights down. At least, like, you know, in perimeter positions, right? Like, I don't light my mining drills very often, and when I do, I don't mine them very well. Like, light them very well, rather. Like, you see the smelting array is super, super well lit everywhere, but my mining drill, like, setups, I don't necessarily light as well. We're going to run this guy down like this, and he's going to run just down here and reconnect into the power line. There we go. So now our power supply, as I hit my microphone, is feeding coal into the smelters as well, but it'll be okay, right? And then we're gonna take plastic off of this too, and you know we're just gonna, and then like coal liquefaction, and then we're just gonna run out of coal. Now we will be tapping this other coal vein very soon. 1.2 million there, 748,000 there, 241k that I can see so far here, probably more. I don't imagine that it ends that abruptly. Hey, lab efficiency 1, let's get lab efficiency 2, because why the hell not? The coal line, though, the coal line is going to run interestingly, is it not? It is indeed going to run interestingly. I have undergrounds here, so let's take care of this. Like so. And run our coal in. Run our coal in. That's right. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to run our coal in underground. There we go. Now, I'm afraid I'm going to have to take a short break because I have a munchkin who should be getting home right away. But let's just watch this filter in real quick. Maybe I should have made this red belt so we could watch it filter in real quick. But this is going to come down. It's going to split down into all of the smelteries. So it's going to take a while to actually trickle in because it's going to eat little bits off as we go. Every time it hits one of these, it's basically going to take half the coal because all of these belts can take it at full speed right now. And actually this one, well, no, it had a yellow splitter here, so it can only take half of it. But yeah, this one could potentially take it a whole hell of a lot quicker. Also, take a look at it as it goes around the circle. Ah, that's so schmexy. So schmexy. And this should always be on the inside of all of these belts because, you know, the way we have the splitter setup happening. And there we go. Steel is being produced up here now. And honestly, this is about as many things as are going to fire most likely because I have a red belt. Well, no, maybe a few more because it is a red belt. I can't... Actually, no. I will be able to saturate this whole thing, right? Will I not? No, because it's still making iron at the normal rate, right? So I will not be able to yet. I'm going to need blue belts to make that happen, right? Well, whatever. Anyway, we have a steel smeltery here up and running now, and now that, well, let's just give it a second and let's wait until all of these ones are working because it does look like we're going to get everything working. Come on. There we go, and there we go. These guys here aren't working. Why aren't you working? What's wrong with you guys? No, you've got iron plates in you. Oh, it's because you don't have anywhere to output your steel. Okay, so let's take a quick peek here. Power consumption is like 30 mega. Oh my god. And this is with a bunch of these furnaces stopped because they can't produce anymore. But if power consumption was still 30 megawatts, then, geez, these electric furnaces are just devouring power. But the convenience is nice. Like, look at that. Look at that. I don't need to run a second coal belt through here. It's fantastico. It's fantastico is what it is. Normally what I would do to run the second coal belt, I would run it up the middle, and I would have long inserters on one side inserting onto this, and short inserters picking up coal. And on the mirror, I would have the short inserters inserting the steel, and the long inserters picking up the coal. But we don't have that, obviously. That steel production is going to be nice. It's going to be extremely nice. Coal is looking fine. It's backed up nicely. We'll have to keep an eye on it, make sure it stays good once we expand to the other facilities out as well. Most of these drills are actually operating right now, actually. Are all of them operating? No, not quite all of them are operating. A few aren't. Most of these drills are operating, which is fantastic. I was not expecting that. I was expecting a lot more to be backed up at this point. I guess I probably should have mathed it better in my head, right? Yeah, I probably should have mathed the whole thing in my head a little bit better before determining whether all these would run. But we are supplying a nice, robust steel manufactory right now. I'm happy, and like I said, I have to take a quick break right now. This isn't going to be the end of this video. It's just going to be me stepping away for a few minutes. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, I've taken care of that. It took a while to take care of that. Like, it's now 10:15 p.m. on a school night. She's 7. She was out with one of our neighbors who's practically like her surrogate grandparent, and their grandchild, who's a very good friend, and just out so freaking late. Holy crap. How do we have for power delivery here? Ooh, very nice. We have power delivery exactly where I need it. So let's just drop down 2 chests real quick, and let's give ourselves a couple of speedy inserters there. And we're going to pick up some steel. I don't need an entire steel chest for each of these, though, so let's limit this to, like, 1 row. That's going to give us a whole bunch of steel coming in, so we're going to have everything that we need to produce oil, equipment, and all of that stuff. What's our current power usage? 30 megawatts still. Okay, that's fine. I think this is a good opportunity since we got a lot of coal production happening, we've got a lot of power happening now, and we've got a bunch of iron sitting around to perhaps build ourselves another set of steam engines. since we are prepared for another set of them, right? I don't have steam engines on auto build because I never really put those in to make anything factory. It's kind of silly to me to do that. We do need pipe though. Like, I don't have pipe being built. Just taking a look at all the stuff that I need to build in here that I have access to already. We now have access to military packs. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think it might be time to build some steam engines. But before that, do I want to tap this iron? No, you know what? I think with the situation the way it is for power, and the fact that I could potentially use more of it if the rest of those furnaces come online, what we're going to want to do here, well, we could shut down this steel production, I suppose, but then that would shut down this. I think what we're going to want to do is go ahead and get ourselves a little bit of power going just to reinforce that. So to make that happen, I'm going to need a whole bunch of iron, like a whole bunch of iron. And I'm going to need a bunch of stone as well. Actually, do I need the furnaces or can I get the stone? No, the furnaces are what I need. So I need 20 of them. That's cool. I probably have them I have them here, but I probably have some in here too. Only 7 though. You know what? Let's just do that. We'll take 20 furnaces and that's going to let us build 20 boilers, right? Yep. Electric boilers. Electric stove. Oh, cool. It actually, this is not Gotlag's mod. This is some other person's mod. But I guess it detected that I have electric furnace installed, and it uses the electric stone furnace for it instead. It probably would have used, like, you know, the electronic circuit and a stone furnace and an iron plate, and the 4 pipes, if it did it the other way. Anyway, this is going to take a whole bunch of pipes. Let's just build all of those furnaces now and the pipes that I'll need, and we're also going to need 40 steam engines, so that's really easy. We just go until we have 2. This is all the stuff we need to build for it, and I am just going to handcraft all that. And while we're handcrafting all of this stuff for power, maybe this would be a good idea to start laying down some miners, because, you know, we can. What I'm going to do here is reconnect these guys this way. And then we're going to cut this out from this direction. This isn't necessary here anymore. It was only here temporarily to sort of, you know, backfill some of this stuff when we were using uneven proportions of materials and all that kind of thing. But now that we're going pretty aggressively there, the 1 belt is enough for 10 drills on either side. So everything should be just a peachy. In fact, does it actually tell you a time to... No, it doesn't. That would be cool if it did. It would be cool if it did. Mining speed is 0.5. We could definitely get that up. Alright, so that's 10. How many more could I fit here if I wanted to put more in? I'd have, this would have to become a red belt if I did this, but that's okay. We've got access to red belt now, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, sure. We'll just make these red belts. No problem. And is that good enough there? That is good enough there. Okay, fine. And the power poles are in a perfectly adequate position, so we can just start laying the next run of this stuff down immediately. Problem is, it is going to mine a whole bunch needlessly, but I'm not necessarily against that. Once I build the belts, it should be all fine, right? Right. Totally, for sure. And yeah, you guys line up just fine. I still have 80 drills on me, which is what I like to see. Yeah, we're going to need faster belts to make these work. That's a certainty at this point. There's no way we're going to be able to make all of these drills on a single run work with a yellow belt. I haven't been counting the last couple of runs that we've done here. This one's going to have to go here if we want to fully saturate. And this is going to be a nice long one too, because there's actually a lot of material this way. Now we're going to get a little bit smaller coming up into here, so that's probably for the best. Definitely for the best, I would say. Are you okay there? Yeah, you're okay there. This one could go here. And that should be fine. Yeah, this will cover everything, so that's great. And then... Now the downside of this whole thing is that I am going to have to put drills up here. And I kind of don't like to have to do that, but whatever. We'll put those 3 up there. How many do I have left on me? 6, is that what I have? I have 6 drills left, and there's all this to cover still too. So we actually have the ability to mine a lot of material here. I kind of underestimated how big this patch was, but it is actually pretty substantial. I'm gonna have to do some math to figure out exactly how many belts are gonna work for this. But in the meantime, let's grab ourselves like 100 more drills and lay them down, shall we? A lot of these drills that I'm placing are actually already mining, and they're just mining onto the tile in front of them, which means they're only going to mine one piece of ore. But still, like, I don't like that. It's kind of irritating. It's no big deal, ultimately. It's just irritating, you know? Alright. Also, it looks like we're out of green science production again. Do I really need it right now? I don't think it's critical that I get more green science right now. I do need oil production sooner rather than later, but honestly, I haven't even finished the smeltery yet. And when we're done that, we're going to end up building another Make Anything factory and a new set of... yeah, that's correct. Another Make Anything factory and a new set of science pack building things, like actually properly automated science pack creation. So I don't know if that's necessarily the biggest deal in the world. We don't need that miner. Alright, so that's it. That is all of the miners. We still have 45 left in our inventory and like 100 left in this chest, and it's making more, and all is well in the world, and there's no freaking light here at all. So let's put a light here, because it's a large pole, and large poles should have lights with them, in my opinion. Damn it. There. Is there another one up here? No. The next one goes all the way up to there, so that's fine. And we're just going to need to light this whole area and power line this whole area now. Okay. Very nice. How many miners are here, out of curiosity? I don't want to scrap this blueprint, but I think I'm going to scrap this blueprint. How many miners are here, out of curiosity? In this entire area, we have... Come on. Give me 186, 191, it looks like. 191 miners? Yeah. Looks to be about 191. And when I say about 191, I mean pretty much precisely 191 miners. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad. That's, what, like... if we assume 20 to a belt, and it's actually not 20 to a belt, it's 20 to a yellow belt, but in reality it'd be like well, it's 1-to-1 for stone furnaces. So if a stone furnace can handle, if we need 36 stone furnaces to handle a blue belt, then it would stand to reason that we would need 36 miners to handle a blue belt. So yeah, that would be like 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, yeah, no, we can definitely handle a couple blue belts off of this then. So we could definitely feed our smelting array with these. They're gonna mine out nice and quickly, but I mean, we could definitely feed it, which is the good part. So the last thing I think we're gonna do in this video is, because we are actually using a lot of this coal though. Like, look at this line. We might need to upgrade. But to upgrade this line, that's upgrading this line as well. Like, the whole thing has to upgrade to red then. But whatever. We will see. We will test it and we will see. I'm gonna need to lay some water WATERFILL in here or whatever. But before we do that, let's get ourselves our boilers in position. And that position is going to be right here. Also, we're going to need 20 burner inserters while we're at it. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, that's going to take a little while to build as well. So let's lay our boilers down first of all. And that's going to be like 2, 2, 2. I must have coal in my inventory. It's putting coal in using autoplace or whatever it is. That's slightly on the irritating side, if you ask me. How much do I have? Oh god, I got a lot of coal in my inventory. Well, not anymore, I don't. There we go. The burner inserter is built fast. Holy crap. Wasn't expecting that. I don't have any coal to put in these, but they can pick up coal themselves, so It's no big deal. You remember when they couldn't like fill themselves initially and you had to put a piece of coal in them to make them work? Like, they would fill themselves after that, but the first time you loaded them, you had to put a piece of coal in yourself. Those were the days, weren't they? We're going to want ourselves some underground pipes. I think just the one of those is going to be fine. And then, like, 10 of these pipes should be okay. And I already have one of these. Do I actually need to place... Is it on me? Yeah, it's on me. This was for the concrete, actually. I put it in my inventory. Yeah, no, I don't actually need to place any water fill. I can just put this guy right here, right now, and we can run water into this first set. And then we're just going to do this. I kind of want to turn smoke off. Like, it looks nice. Like, the smoke here actually looks nice. I used to hate the smoke over steam engines, and it lowers FPS, but, like, you know, super good computer, new computer, all the goodies, like, it's just running buttery, so I don't care. The smoke is welcome for the time being. And now it's just a whole bunch of these guys. Oh, and then I gotta power line them as well. Power lining these is gonna be weird, because power lining with the small poles fits perfectly into these engines. How do I want to power line with medium poles? I can't really do the exact same thing I was doing before. Like this, you don't need the two lines there. I put the two lines there because it looks better, in my opinion. And this is my world, and like I keep saying, in my world, things can be however I want them to be. If I want to have two happy power lines together because, you know, we want them to have friends, I can have two happy power lines together. What I think I'm going to do is use small power lines and just continuously use small power lines for these steam engine setups like this and call it a day with that, because I just like the way they look on these steam engines. They fit perfectly. They match the size of the steam engine perfectly in their power profile. And if I don't need to also power inserters with them, because we're using coal inserters for once in our life, I'm still not a fan of using coal inserters here, by the way, the burner inserters. I don't like it. Even as a feedback loop prevention, I just don't like it. So are these good to go? What the hell? Stupid annoying crap is what's happening. Okay, you're fine. You have coal, you're burning it, you're producing steam. Steam is going in here. You have steam. You just don't need your power. You're not connected to anything. Really? I'm pretty sure just connecting the power line like this should be sufficient to get rid of that stupid power message, but if it apparently is not, what if we just link these two guys together like so? There we go. That was sufficient. We are going to devour coal. Well, not yet. We're going to use the same amount of coal because we're using the same amount of power. But if we produce more, we are going to end up devouring coal. But now we have more headroom on our power, and these engines are working a little less hard, and we've completed one line of these steam engines, which look fantastic, by the way. I have said before that I love the way the new steam engine builds look. I think it's absolutely gorgeous compared to what it sort of used to be, and I stand by that. Let's put some lights in here. Let's just stick lights everywhere we can. Just like this. We want to stick them on this one too? Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. I don't care if I'm going to spend even more power on lights. You know, we're going to have like 6 megawatts of power spent on lights eventually. That's okay. This is a mini mega base. Mega base means we can spend money on lights if we want. And these go underneath? Yeah, these go underneath. So let's go across like this here. Then we'll go across on the other side as well. With way more lights than we actually need. But that's okay. It's okay, because once again, we could do whatever we want in this world. We're just going to paint in a few lights, and everything will be fine. Yeah, take a look at that. I love these new steam engine setups. They're gorgeous compared to that old 114 and 10. Was 114.10, right? I'm not, yeah. It's like, Factorio 14 isn't even that far gone yet, and I've already forgotten all about the atrocious looking steam engine garbage that it had. These ones are so much nicer. I love the new boilers. So good. So good. But anyway, guys, I think this is a good wrapping up point for this episode. Next time, we're going to power up this iron patch, and we're going to plumb it into our smelting array. We're also going to mine out this copper patch and plumb it into our smelting array and get everything up and running. We'll tear down this little factory here, and we will start building the factory proper after that. Let's just take a look on the mini-map. This is the humble beginnings of our actual proper initial belt-fed factory. After we replace the smelting array has a bigger footprint than our entire factory previously had. So yeah, that's a thing. Just goes to show. Anyway, thanks for tuning into this one. I hope to see you again next time.